you come from, or what kind of gamer you think you are. Right now, at this exact moment, is absolutely the greatest time in history to love video games. Period. Umbrella Fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I bid you welcome to the one, the only, the Umbrella Fight podcast. Regal Fire, I see you in chat. Thanks for being here. Another Thursday night, another Thursday fight. That is absolutely right, my friend. This is, of course, a place where you can be yourself, a place where you can enjoy the things you enjoy, and the place where we will talk about the one thing, the only thing that matters on this podcast, and that is, of course, video games. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Devyn, John, you guys doing all right? Feeling good?
Doing good. Feeling good.
Yes, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Hollow Attorney, welcome. I'm glad to have you in chat as well, brother. Well, it's been a week, guys, and I can't wait to talk about a whole bunch of stuff that we got loaded up into the fire. It has been a week. But you know what? A great way to cap off this cycle is with, of course, the Collective Quench. Everybody grab your receptacles for liquid. Make sure you have something to drink. Grab a cup or mug or glass, a tank or chalice or stein, a canteen, jug or flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I'm drinking DP today. Raise them up high and say it loud, say it proud. Umbrella Fight, our circle tight. We shine together in the night with laughter loud and spirits in sync. We raise up our glass and now we drink. Oh, yeah.
Static.
Refreshing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sirs and ma'ams out there. Thank you so much for joining us. That was, of course, the Collective Quench. If you missed it this week, tough. Come back next week and hang out with us and do it again. All right. Now that we have all collectively quenched our palates, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's talk about some video games. Devyn,
Let's do it.
what you been playing, my man?
A lot of Battlefield again.
Sick. You can't go wrong with a tried and true. You know what I mean?
That's right. A bunch more helicopter flying, a bunch more still sucking at it. But I kind of locked in with specifically like going for achievements, like or the I don't know, you have like these little like achievement things that you can get in the game that unlock items and stuff. It's like quests. And I haven't really been going for those. Like I've played almost 200 hours of the game or something like that, and
respectable.
Yep.
And I haven't. I'm like level 115 now, and I have a lot of those quests I just haven't touched because I don't know. You have to play like variety, and you have to play very specific things to be able to unlock items. But so yeah, just playing some Battlefield, and then a little touch of Valheim in there. A little sneak peek of Valheim.
Yes.
Yeah, John can speak to this.
Yeah, you can throw that.
All right.
Let me
Let me get that bit queued up. If you want to go ahead and jump down the Valheim pipe, go for it, man. I'll get this set up here real quick. You sent me some delicious footage.
Yeah, Valheim is just one of those games where I feel like Valheim is a good game to just keep in the back pocket, especially whenever you have a bunch of people that like collectively are like, man, what game should we play? Just play Valheim. Just get in there. Like you're just in a world.
There, start building things.
You're just in a world to play with your friends. Yeah, in a world.
In a world.
Sick. All right, here comes the projector for you guys, and I will let's do a little transition-y here. There we go. Look at that. Oh, Valheim.
Man, you know, I mentioned earlier to the group we were playing with, I was like, man, do you guys know like the lore behind like the Grey Dwarfs or the Greylings? And everyone's like, no. And I was like, okay, like I was just asking. I was like, because I always thought like, wouldn't it be cool if the lore to those guys was like those who went to the world of Valheim, or right, this world, they died, they didn't make it through. Their soul was extracted from their body and stuck, and they were cursed with these grayling wooden stone bodies, and they were forced to wander around the land searching for their bodies for the rest of eternity.
Yikes. Yeah, that's like the worst curse of all time.
Yeah.
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 That'd be bad.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
real bad.
Man, I love the way
Beautiful
the game
game.
looks. It's
And the
got
music.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn on the volume here, but I can tell you, I can echo that. The music is absolutely awesome. There's something about this style of graphics that I enjoy. It's definitely not realistic. It's not pixel art, but it's like pixel art-ish splayed on top of the polygonal stuff going on. It's like a combo of the two in a weird way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's PlayStation graphics, bro. Like
Yeah,
PlayStation 2
straight up.
graphics.
Yes, that's totally exactly what it is. And I think we need to start drifting back toward that a little bit. Because for my money, I really don't care how many eyelashes you can render. That's not a competition here, guys. What is a competition is who can make the best game. And eyelashes do not a good game make. That's all I'm saying.
True.
No.
I will say this. On the technical level, I'm a little frustrated with Valheim right now because I'm hosting a dedicated server so everyone can kind of have a persistent game to be able to log into. And I found out today, because like we were all in the game and there was some severe rubber banding going on. So a lot of weird latency and synchronization issues that was happening. And well, the research that I just did, because I was like, man, is it my problem? Like, is my server not like doing good? And so I go check like resources. Everything looks good there, like no problems. Bandwidth totally fine. And so I dive in a little bit deeper on the technical side of hosting this game, and I basically find out the way that they like do the connections to the server. My server is basically doing no other calculations other than like maybe map generation or something like that, but it's not doing the graphics, it's not doing anything like that is helpful. It is literally just maybe spawning in the enemies, creating the peer connections perhaps, but the rendering and actually the hosting of like the networking is actually coming from a randomly chosen endpoint end user that is like hosting it, which essentially means that if the person that it randomly chooses has like a kind of crappy connection, like maybe they're on Wi-Fi or something like, or maybe their computer is just not quite as good, everyone else will then be throttled to essentially that person's speed. Like, so they're going to get like all of the networking issues.
Okay, wait. So you're saying it goes to like least privilege on network usage, and it
they
takes
call
everybody down a peg?
They call it where's the name for this? It's like it randomly, it's not randomly, it's like the first person who connects into to that zone specifically. So if you load into a particular zone, whether it's like a little dungeon or the open world, whoever gets loaded into that world first is then designated like the zone like host or something like that.
From the lobby?
Yes, for the entire lobby. And that's what I'm like, what?
What's the benefit of that? I can't imagine the benefit.
Especially when you have a dedicated server. That's what I was that's where I was confused. Like maybe if it's peer-to-peer, maybe I'm hosting it like in my game and then maybe it's doing some weird stuff back peer-to-peer. Like that's fine. But I have the Valheim dedicated server config on a server and it's hosting everything. And we were getting tons of like rubber banding and synchronization issues. So
geez.
Yeah, and it's specifically on how they're handling it, and there's not necessarily a way for you to bypass that unless you go in and you rewrite some of the game DLLs.
Like at a code level?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll give the devs like a benefit of the doubt situation where they're like, look, we slap this together. It works good, but not great. And maybe that's not their focus on, like one of their priorities is optimization of a dedicated server, but I can't imagine that being the case.
Dude, it's insane. I'm like, I've scoured the forums and everyone basically has the same thing. And and essentially what it comes down to is like, oh, you need to like teleport into a different zone altogether. And then the person with the fastest computer needs to leave that zone first and load in. And then everything will be okay. Makes me so mad, dude.
Wow.
Well,
That's
at least you kind of have a semi workaround, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting, though.
Are you so when you edit the DLL files, what exactly are you changing?
So there is a way, I think, for like one of the files that you can edit is, I think it's like how the data rate, like there's a data rate cap or something like that within the game that they bake in, and I'm sure it's for an optimization purpose, right? Like to make sure that like if you do have bad computers running, that maybe it doesn't ruin their game experience, so it like pulls everyone back to that data cap or something. But you can essentially go in and edit that data cap and increase it, and then I assume from there it just starts working better or something. I don't know.
No telling.
There's some mods out there that did it, but anyway, that's like a weird little complaint that I was just, me. We're all techie dudes, so
yeah.
So I'm looking at it, I'm like,
tech field.
How can I solve this tech issue?
Yeah.
I almost pumped the brakes on your explanation. I asked the question, and in the moment it left my mouth, I was like, "Was that decent podcast discussion for the video games?" But hey, I feel like a lot of video game players out there are a lot technical, especially if you're a PC player. You kind of have to be in a way.
Be a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, and imagine playing the game. You're like, dude, I don't understand why this is like lagging. Like, what is going on here? That's what it is. It's not your fault.
You know what's great? What's great about AI is that, and I have solved a lot of problems recently very quickly, is just pulling up like Perplexity and being like, how do I tell what version DSDA Doom I'm running? And it's like, well, here you go. And it like spits the whole thing out. And
like,
as if somebody were teaching me how to do something. And it's kind of nice. I do like the colloquial verbiage, which is weird because back in the day, I used to make fun of the sad face that Windows would put up on the screen. Oops, something went wrong, sad face. And give me some hex code in that situation. But if I'm asking you how to tell what version of a game I'm playing, a nice quick explanation from Chat Gippet is great.
Yes.
So anyway, the Valheim stuff you guys got going on. What do you guys have a I guess objective? Now I know the game has an objective, but what I mean is when you play together, you're like, we're gonna do this, this, and this, or are you just getting in here like, let's just chop some wood and hang out and cut up?
John.
So John, I saw you punching them earlier. Were you do you troll in this game like hardcore?
PvP was turned on.
The PvP flag was enabled. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Quick detour before you guys answer that question. I heard a story recently that I thought was really funny. So back in the day, in the days of, I believe this is an Ultima Online story.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Old school, like, MMO RPG thing. So everybody's playing. It might not be Ultima. Google it if you want. This story is like kind of famous. Everybody's playing, and there's a king of this kingdom, and this character is invincible by design. So the king makes decrees and does laws and does all this stuff. Everybody gathers in the town. The king says a bunch of stuff. Then the game goes on, and things are the way the king says. Well, the server had crashed like 15 minutes prior, and they got it back up and running. Well, in that crash, the king's invincibility flag was turned off. And so in the middle of this town hall meeting, some random assassin threw a fireball spell at him and killed the king while everyone was watching. Chaos ensued, And the devs didn't roll the code back or shut the game down or anything. What they did was they spawned in demons as like a penance from the gods for killing this king. So this chaos ensued, and the assassin got away. So the assassin
Let's
killed the
go.
king, and the devs like rolled with it in game. And I just think
Whoa.
that's a really cool story for
No, that's awesome.
you know a technical thing that was not supposed to happen. The devs were like, well, I guess this is our world now. The king died.
Wow.
Wow.
Neat story, right?
Yes,
I love that. That's awesome.
That's super cool. Like I can imagine
Even-
being there in those moments. There's something about like those moments in MMOs where just Leroy Jenkins is another like absolute
Prime
icon,
example.
right?
Yeah.
Those moments in MMOs are just
Chef's
absolutely
kiss.
peak. Yes, dude, peak gaming.
Yep, 100%. And you can't write stories that good, because even if you did write that story, one or two people would play it, then a whole bunch of people would play it, then everybody else would play it, and the story would people would know the king dies at this point, but literally no one had any idea that, and I bet the assassin didn't even know that the king was going to die.
Yeah, I think what makes a moment like that special is it will never happen again.
Never.
Yeah.
Right? Not like that. Right?
See,
People
like,
Leroy
some random
Jenkins. Yeah. Like
just
he has no clue that it's gonna work, but he was just like,
I'm gonna throw this fireball spell at the king there.
Yeah.
There's actually some really good, you can look up some really good stories, of Eve Online. Are you guys familiar with Eve?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Eve has had cataclysmic events that occurred that affect real world economies, because so much money and time and manpower is put into that space sim that there's been some actual detrimental effects to certain like country economies, city economies, because somebody destroyed an entire fleet of ships that were worth $150,000 or whatever. And it's it's kind of wild the amount of this miniature world lives, and its effects are felt in the real world when something cataclysmic like that happens. It's kind of insane. That just goes to show you that the economy isn't real. It's all fake. Money is fake.
It's really not real.
It's not real even a little bit. Money is fake.
I could go on a podcast about that, but
bro, yeah, this isn't the Dave Ramsey TED Talk podcast.
No, it isn't.
I do want to know what you're bringing it back around. Sorry, I detoured us there. I'll bring us back home. I do want to know what John's objective is here, because Devin, you seem to know a thing, and you threw the convo over to John. So,
yes. So, when I first got to the house, we immediately just started like killing each other. It's pretty much what I was gonna say. Right now we spawned in, we have a home. I'm just kind of getting wood. It's because you need wood.
Yeah, of course. You gotta have wood.
You need wood. It's honestly, it's been a while since I've started a new Valheim character. Last time we played it, I had my old character that's like really, really stacked. So like going back to like I can't even hunt deer, Nathan.
Yeah,
I can't even
your guy
like
looks like
kill a deer.
he's struggling a little bit right now.
It's pretty bad. But one thing that's been funny though is like how in what's cool about Valheim is like, as far as like the objective, right? There are bosses to kill, which are kind of the main objectives of what you do. But it's that aside, like everybody's just kind of doing stuff. Like everybody's just doing stuff, like because you can. So like I was getting wood as I'm just chilling here getting wood. By the way, Macy was in like a loop of trying to. She wandered very far off and died, and had a bunch of stuff that she didn't want to lose.
Oh no, she was in a recovery loop.
She was in a recovery loop. Yes. So like as I'm doing this, she was just in a recovery loop. Like I said, Caleb, who we were playing with, Hollow Attorney, was like, I think building walls or something. He was like flattening the ground. Like he's tidying up the home. Devin was troubleshooting Valheim while I was getting wood. And David was doing, I don't know what David was doing. I don't know what Regal was doing, but I was getting wood and clearing out stumps. It's a big deal. But
Got to make space for more house, right?
yes, exactly.
I feel
But
you.
yeah, with Valheim, it's a lot of fun to play with friends because that stuff happens, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
oh dang, like you have all these different things going on. So for me, I actually want to sabotage um everyone, but I'm
As
just
John
kind of
is wont to do.
yeah, I'm just kind of biding my time for the most opportune moment um to do that. Um so yeah, stay
Banned.
tuned.
Banned.
Stay tuned.
Banned. You're
So
not
like
doing
everybody,
that.
like
It,
it
it
seems to be a very like, everybody's like sharing things. Everybody's like,
it's a
"Oh,
co-op game.
do you have
John can't
leather?"
handle that. John
And
cannot
I just
stand it.
that bothers me. I don't know. I don't know. Like
That
like
bothers me, he says. I love that.
like just the
So
unity, the cohesion. I got no.
is the troll in this video clip that you sent?
No, there is
No.
no troll. There's a bear. A very, very large bear. Um
See
yeah,
if we
this was
can
nighttime. It
find.
was very dark.
Oh, it is very dark.
You
It's
know,
still
one thing
so
I
beautiful looking. I love the
no,
lighting
it
of the
looks
torches. Oh my
so good.
god. Stupendous.
One thing I do want to try, and I forgot to send you this, but we did actually fight the first boss you can fight in Valheim.
Nice.
That's a 3-minute clip. Hang on, this shouldn't take long at all.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead and send that over to me. So, one thing that I do love about Valheim, and this isn't true for all of here, we'll go ahead and turn that off while you send me over the footage. This isn't true for all survival games. Is that when I was playing Valheim, it like sucked me in. I booted it up for the first time. I remember it was a Sunday, and it was the afternoon. I was chilling out, having a good time. I go, I'm gonna try this out, see what it's like. 3 hours later, I
Yep.
was I had a house. I had suffocated myself because the fire. You can't not have a fireplace with a chimney. Apparently, I had gotten killed by a log falling on me. Yeah, the game is like filled with little things that I'm sure if you like read. I can't read, guys. So I'll be honest, I can't read.
I can't read.
I don't have time for it. So if the instructions were in there, I never saw them. They were glyphs to me. And so I found a whole bunch of stuff out, probably the hard way, but that was fun. It was fun to struggle bus it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Valheim is one of those games that does a really good job.
Devin, your mic was super quiet and then it got fine again. So I don't know if you got like you're good. You're good now.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. So I think Valheim is one of those games that does a really good job at like it's not the like dangle the carrot in front of the face, but it's similar. It's you feel the progression of the game and you understand like that there is so much more to the world, and it leaves that hint of like, oh man, I want to go explore this, but it doesn't leave you feeling like it's not like a one of those gotcha games where you log in on your phone and you play the game for like 10 minutes and it's like boom 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 boom, boom progression, and then all of a sudden it like slows down. It's not that at all. It does it in a really really nice way where you're always making some progress, or you always have some sort of an objective that you can kind of enjoy, right? Whether it's cutting logs, right? You could just kind of get lost just cutting logs because, well, I want to build a really cool base. Or you can focus solely on killing this boss because that's what you want to do. And so you can progress to the next one or get the buff or get the ability to chop up boulders or whatever it is, right? That your objective is of the game. Like it just gives you so many different ways to accomplish something. Maybe that's what they do that's really well is there's so many different things that you can do that still feels really accomplishing.
Yeah.
I think it feels good.
Look at this boss here, Ike Fear.
Yes, the Thunder Deer.
Oh my gosh, this is cool looking. I never got this far. Oh my God, it's terrifying.
Look at that thing, dude.
This is so cool.
And there's
And you,
just an army of us.
You just summoned this apropos of like, I got to this point. You guys ready for the boss? Okay, summon the boss. Let's kill it. Or is it out in the wild?
So no, you summon the boss, but you have to do like preparation to get the boss to be able to get summoned. So there's like an offering you have to bring to the boss altar, and then once you do that,
you died. He got the Dark Souls message.
Yeah, he got me, guys.
Yeah, he got him good.
So
John
that's very
death there. I ran away like a little girl.
Sometimes you get scared. I'm gonna go back to that. That was cool. So one thing that I note about that mechanic is it's very Minecraft. Have you guys ever fought bosses in Minecraft before?
Yes, dude. Oh man, I remember fighting the Wither for the first time.
That's the exact one that I'm thinking of. Like
yes.
you have to basically voodoo spell it into existence. Yeah, it's a climb.
So much.
It's nice that it's simplified in Valheim though, because you don't want to have to do too much. I just wanted to watch you die again there, John.
Especially with like 7 people, we got to this point fairly quickly.
Wow.
Typically when I've played it before, it's only been like 3-4 of us, so we couldn't just go out and whoop that boss like that with only 3-4 people at that level. But us having so many people helped a ton, because it's like a little army of people.
How many people
running?
How many people are like, can you play at the same time? 8?
It's up to 10.
10?
Yeah.
Sick.
I'm sure it gets a little wonky. I'm not gonna lie, because
I'm sure.
Like I said, well, maybe it depends on who the zone host is. That's the verbiage. But yeah, like I think it's up to 10, and I know that the bosses, they scale, but like I don't think they scale that hard. Because we kind of whooped that dude with some clubs, and I think John did the final blow with the fist when he died. He came back, he ran all the way back to the boss, and then just punches it and it dies.
That's amazing. He Leroy Jenkins did.
No, I literally ran up to it naked. Like I didn't even get my stuff back or anything. Like I just ran up and just started punching.
Dead Thunder Deer. Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, cool. Yeah, Valheim's a winner. It's been out for a little while. Are they still doing? They're still doing updates, I assume, from time to time.
Yeah, they do some updates here and there. I don't know what their last big update was. Looks like
periodically.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have anything super crazy coming out. Just basic patches, regular updates. Yep.
Sick. I love that. I want to unless you guys have any more Valheim that you want to talk about.
Nope.
No, none for me.
Nope. All right, sweet. Let's go ahead and talk about Doom What of the Week. Doom What of the Week. Let's talk about Doom. We love Doom.
Let's go.
I love Doom. I'm gonna make you guys love classic Doom too one day. So our Doom What of the Week is actually called iJuice. I am getting it pulled up here real quick. Let's do a quick display capture. Hit the play on the trailer there. Play. There we go. Perfect. Look at this thing.
Dude, there is no way this is Doom.
This is Doom. Can you believe that? Yeah, dude. So this is called iJuice. And one thing I like about some of these crazier mods is that there's some tools you can use called dehacked, and they will change everything from top to bottom. You can change the behavior of enemies. You can change how they look, how they feel, the speed at which your guns shoot, like all kinds of fun stuff. So this one came out fairly recently, I think within the last couple of weeks. And I played through a couple levels of it, and I was having a blast, guys. It's just so silly and fun and colorful, very colorful. But yeah,
very bright.
This is iJuice. Yeah, for a Doom type of thing. It's bright and fun and interesting. There's the title, iJuice. I don't know. I don't really know what the title means. But you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a crazy name.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, so iJuice is pretty dope. But yeah, just wanted to shout that out. If you guys like Doom, grab a copy of DSDA Doom or UZ Doom or something like that. And pick up iJuice. It's free. If you've already got Doom, you might as well play it. I think it's like 14 maps or something like that. Quality, very, very high quality. I really enjoyed that. And then we got to get into some games that have kind of been taken, at least the pocket of Twitter that I hang out on, by storm, and that is of course Mina the Hollower. Oh boy, guys!
Wow. What
by
is
the
this
way,
game?
quick shout out to Beard Bear here. This is YouTube footage from Beard Bear, BEARD Bear, BEAR. Go subscribe. Quality content. So this is Mina the Hollower, the newest offering from Yacht Club Games, the folks behind the amazing Shovel Knight. I think that game's amazing. And Mina is essentially a Game Boy Color type game. That's Mina there. She's a mouse, and she is agile, quick. She burrows. And whatever you think this game is, you're almost right. I can tell you that. Devin, what does this look like? Tell me.
I mean, this looks like a Zelda.
It's straight up.
Like, yeah.
Straight up. So this is Zelda plus Bloodborne.
It's like the craziest combo you could ever say. Like it's
Zelda
hard
plus Bloodborne.
It's hard, but it's also not impossible. And I have so many.
Really like that character. Look at that character. Little
sick,
mouse.
Right? She's cool. Look at her. Oh my God. How sick is this?
Yeah, no, this is cool.
Mina is so the story is that Mina is an inventor. And she has invented something called the spark generator, and it produces light for all of these areas. I'm sure there's other things it does. I didn't get too far into the story, but essentially the spark generator is on the fritz, as you guessed it, by some evil force. So they call Mina, and Mina is a hollower. That's what she does. I don't know how to define that quite yet, but that's an important role in their society from what I understand. And so you got to talk to King Lionel, and he's a lion, which is really great.
Makes sense.
Every NPC you can talk to. There's a bunch of they're like kind of cutscenes, but they're interactive in the world, so it's not too invasive or boring. I don't know if you guys know how I feel about cutscenes, but you see where like Mina is burrowing. All you got to do is jump and then hold the X or A button or whatever it is you're pushing, and she burrows for just a little bit, so you can go under things. You can go under enemies and kind of dodge what they're putting down for you there. And it's straight up as Bloodborne. It's got that health bar in the bottom there that you're looking at. It's really unique. It's actually not exactly Bloodborne-esque. If you're familiar with Bloodborne, the Souls-like game, has a combat mechanic in it called Rally. And Rally is when you get hit by an enemy, your health bar goes down. That portion of health that you lost is marked orange. And if you get in there quick enough, when you hit the enemy, you can actually recover that amount of health, depending on how much damage you're doing to the enemy you're fighting. So for all intents and purposes, it encourages the player to be aggressive when they're playing their Bloodborne playthrough, which is very different from Dark Souls. Dark Souls is very defensive. They give you plenty of shields. They teach you how to parry and all that. Bloodborne is not like that. There is a parry mechanic, but you really use it to kind of just do more damage than you would be doing anyway. But Mina's is slightly different. So you can when you get hit, your health goes down, obviously, and you can see that area is marked orange. But there are often times where you get hit and that area isn't built up yet. So you haven't done enough damage to the enemies to get that orange part. Basically what I'm saying is when you lose your health, it could be black or it could be orange. If it's black and you try to heal using your little heal bottles or whatever, it won't actually heal that portion of health. You have to get in there, deal some damage, and then get out and heal so that you can actually get your health back. It's really unique. And I would argue that it's probably harder than most people who look at this game want to maybe have to deal with. I kind of like that sort of thing. I'm a masochist, so what are you going to do?
Yep.
but yeah, it's absolutely amazing. The music is fire. You can see the graphics here. They just have a amazing pixel art look. The menus are snappy. There's level ups, there's skill trees, there's every system you can think of between Zelda and Dark Souls and Bloodborne is all kind of crammed into here. And yeah, I mean, so far what I've been playing, it's easily a 9 out of 10. I'll bet by the time I'm done with it, it's a 10 out of 10. It's absolutely amazing.
Jeez.
They spent a lot of time really making it polished. So yeah, that's a very hot topic right now, is to talk about Mina the Hollower on Twitter. People complain, people love it. Some people don't care, but at this point, the first 3 days, they sold 300,000 copies.
Wow, good for them.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Their goal
awesome.
is, I think one of the developers said that if they didn't sell 1 million copies, they'd be disappointed, which whatever, that's fine. That's a lofty goal. But if 3 days is 300,000 copies, I'll bet over its lifetime, it will definitely get to 1 million.
Yeah,
copies.
they'll get there.
For
They'll
sure,
get there
yeah.
for sure. That is a pretty decent goal. I feel like this is a fairly niche game. Like you said, some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna think whatever, other people are gonna hate it. Like, I feel like you could say that probably about anything, but graphically, movement style wise, I feel like this is not going to be something as playable. Also, difficulty wise, right? Where maybe the game being so punishing is going to already exclude people. So,
that's the other thing.
Oh,
this game comes with like 90 modifiers for everything from infinite health to no stamina to well, there's no stamina, but you get what I mean. You can modify dang near anything in this game that you want to make it as easy or as hard as you would like.
Oh,
so all modifiers off, it's pretty difficult. It's got some teeth to it for sure.
Right.
But if that's not your bag, they don't punish you or make fun of you in any way. You just change the game and make it easier. So it's a really
Nice.
Baked in.
I mean, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Some people are whiny about it, but those people are bitches.
No, I mean, like, it doesn't affect your game. You don't have to turn them on. What do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You
it's
don't
fantastic.
have to.
You don't have to mess with it.
That actually addresses what I was talking about. That I was kind of feeling bad because, like, cool games are constantly gated by difficulty levels or something along those lines, where like the barrier to entry is too high, maybe for someone who wouldn't normally play this style of game. And now that you made it difficult, now they may never, even if the game is good, they can't like even try because it's just too frustrating, right? If you get into a game and you spend 40 minutes trying to figure the game out and you just keep dying and you're not getting anywhere, like, that'll put you off of the game. Like, you need to like at least have a hook in it. And I feel like that's kind of what it does, is those difficulty modifiers maybe give the ability for someone maybe who's not quite as skilled or maybe newer to gaming, and just like, I just need to get my feet wet in this game and see if I like this genre at all. And they kind of give you the ability to do that. I think that's awesome. Because I can tell you right now, like, this type of stuff, this little artwork, the theme, right? The idea of what this game is, I think is really appealing to an audience that probably wouldn't play a game like this.
Absolutely. It's so cute, but also tough, but also like kind of dark, but also kind of, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
In the correct amounts of each. Like, I'm really impressed with how they balanced everything so far.
I was gonna say that mouse is cute as hell, but it's also kind of a little badass little mouse.
She's tough as hell, dude. I'm like main character smitten. I think she's awesome. She's gonna be one of those, like, goes down in history. Like, we think about Mario and Sonic and Link. Mina is that cool. She's so
Mina's cool.
and they don't just give her, like, she's just not tough to be tough. She's also smart. Like, she's literally an inventor. She
Yeah.
invented the technology that keeps this society thriving and going. That's so sick.
That
I
is
love that.
super cool. Cool story.
Yeah, and King Lionel, bless his heart, he's so like positive. They have this little town hall meeting and they unveil an orphanage wing in the castle and everybody's having a party. Meanwhile, my ship just crashed in the opening sequence. I fought a bunch of monsters and showed up to King Lionel's door and he's like, "Oh, Mina, I haven't seen you in a while. Well, good, we're just about to cut the ribbon. Come watch." And so you go in there and she's like, "No, but," and he's like, "No, chill, come watch." So we do the ribbon cutting and then Mina's all, "Hey, by the way, there's a bunch of monsters out there." He's like, "Come with me." Like, "Oh, okay, we'll talk about it. No problem. Don't worry." And then the kickoff of the game is him just like, "So the spark generator doesn't work, but you can fix it, right? Cool, thanks. Appreciate
Right?
appreciate it, guy."
Nice.
Oh, and this is Mario 2, actually, this mechanic right here. Super Mario Brothers 2 has this mechanic in which you pick up a mask and then a haunting face comes and attacks you. This is exactly what this is. Mina's carrying this head around.
Whoa.
Goofy.
Yeah, cool
yeah.
game.
Great game. Highly recommend it. And it's only $20.
Wow.
And it looks like it could easily be, they said the main campaign's somewhere in the ballpark of 20 to 30 hours, respectable amount. But there's a new game plus, a billion modifiers to play it how you like. You'll get to see the content. Like, you can just straight up turn combat off if you want to. You can see this whole game if you want to, no matter how good or bad you are at games. And I think that's like a next evolution that we're going to see in way more games. And this isn't the first game to do something like that.
And I think the replayability on it with all the modifiers keep it even more valuable, because gaming is one of those that's like, yeah, although we complain about pricing a lot and it's ridiculous and it hurts the wallet, it's still some of the most like best bang for the buck entertainment you can possibly find anywhere.
1,000%.
Like $1 per hour. Come on, dude. Like you're getting a hell of a lot of content. Like, you're not getting that in TV. You're not getting that in movies. You're not getting it. I'm sorry. You just don't even get close to achieving that. So it's respectable. I think you said $20 price point.
$20. That's it.
That beats 007 at what? $80 they released 007 or $70. What was it?
Yeah.
$80. That's an
no,
$80 game.
70.
Right guys, I hate that that's happening.
Yeah, it's done. It happened.
It's over.
Yeah, like there's nothing you can do now. It's GG.
Well, what we can do is stop buying $70 games.
It won't happen, bro.
No, it won't. The collective human blob that plays games can't help themselves.
They want the 007. They're like, wow.
So I follow a lot of voices in games, and they all have varying degrees of opinions on different things. Some of the most let's call them traditional game type people that I follow that don't like we'll call them woke elements in games. Some people were really worried that First Light was going to be not the Bond game that they wanted, but several of those voices turned right around and were like, "Look, I played it. I put my money where my mouth is, and I played it." And they said it was pretty good. They said IO Interactive did a pretty good job, and it's a fun story. So I don't know if you guys are into 007 games. I haven't played a good 007 game ever.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually have either, to be honest.
Because let's be real, GoldenEye sucks.
No, there it is. The hot take of the night.
That's the hot take of the night. GoldenEye isn't actually good. Your rose-colored glasses are lying to you.
Yeah, they are.
And I'll tell you what, I encourage you, keep those rose-colored glasses on, friends.
Yeah,
I'm encouraging you, do not under any circumstances, go back and play that game, even on an emulator, because the frame rate is hot garbage. Hot garbage. My God.
Yeah.
But this might be the very first great Bond game. It's got a cool story. We're seeing 007 as his beginnings. We've got M, we've got a Q, we've got gadgets, we've got driving around, we've got spy shit. It's 007. What to expect.
007 shit. Yeah. That's right.
Not much more to say about that, frankly. Are you guys planning on playing First Light?
When it goes on sale for $40, maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
40, but money bags over here. I'm thinking when it's on sale for $5 3 years from now, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that's truthfully probably.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't even thought about it. I knew it was around. I knew it was the thing, but it hasn't.
That's cool.
Been a thought.
Didn't really jump out at you.
That's not
cool.
at all.
I can appreciate that, John. Because actually, I guess this is as good a time as any to pivot to. Well, actually, I'll save that thought that I have for a moment, because there's a game that's coming out whose two predecessors I also do not think about even a little bit. I forget they exist, and it'll be another hot take, but I'll bring that up in a minute. John, you did send me a thing. You sent me Insomniac's new offering, and that is the Wolverine game. You want to talk about that a little bit? You excited?
Yes. Okay, so I have only gotten to play a Wolverine game once, and it was on my Nintendo DSi, and it was peak. It was peak fiction.
Literally about to say, so peak Wolverine. Got it.
I played the crap out of that game. It was like a side scroller like Wolverine game, and I replayed it so many times. Like, it was really cool. Like, you could unlock like new different outfits for like all of the bosses and stuff that you fight, and even for like Wolverine himself. And it was very arcadey, and I just played the crap out of it. And I've always loved Wolverine as a character. Like, I've always been
that is a lot of blood.
Yes, I've been a big fan of like the X-Men, like early movies, like the X-Men Origins and everything. And then so watching this during PlayStation's event, it was literally one of those where like I just kind of had it on, and I locked in. Like, I stopped what I was doing. I think I was probably studying. I stopped, and then I just stared. And like this whole time I was just like silent, watching everything that you guys were seeing, because I'm just like look at the way that the enemy went into the pallets, and then the pallets like destroyed. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like, the way he's standing in the water and it's now getting red from all the blood, and like, all that aside, it's freaking Wolverine. Look at what he does here. Look at that.
It's so sick. I mean, they're channeling their Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2 chops here, obviously.
And I played no, I didn't play Spider-Man 1 or 2, but I did play Miles Morales all the way through, and I had a lot of fun with that game. I enjoyed, and man, I played that on a PS4, and every time I booted that game up, bro, it was like SpaceX rocket was taking off in my room.
All the fans turn on.
Dude, yes. But it actually ran pretty well, and I enjoyed. That was I think the first and only Insomniac game I've played is Spider-Man Miles Morales.
So you know what I like about these games here? Sorry to cut you off. I totally did that on accident here. What I love about these games is that it's totally acceptable to, if there is a difficulty slider, to crank that sucker down to easy mode, easy baby mode, because like they're driving you through this story and making you feel cool along the way. You know, it doesn't need to be no one button tap type of thing, but I also don't need to die and retry the same sequence 9 times. That's not what this game is for. And frankly, this is the type of game where I welcome yellow paint. It's cool, whatever. I just want to see a new Wolverine story and slice some fools up.
I just want to play as Wolverine. You know, it's like I want to just slice. Like, look at that.
It
the
looks
combat
incredible.
looks so what's
Oh!
what I'm excited like what I'm excited for is the game. It looks fun. I don't even know what the story is. I don't even know like what the objective or like I can surmise from like the little bit we got, but it looks so fun.
Yeah. I did see the little there was some closed captioning that I had enabled just a second ago, and the opening thing. Oh my god, he stabbed that guy right under the forklift. That was crazy.
Look, you're like fighting with Gene.
How does my technical brain is lighting up right now. How do they have something like that, an innocuous forklift? I'm sure it's pretty easy on a technical level, but I think it's cool, an innocuous object, just like the pallets you were talking about a second ago. You can stab a guy onto the forklift. That's really cool to me.
Like you can do that.
You can just do stuff. Oh yeah, let's go. Bike chase.
Dude, something about
motorcycle
Wolverine on a
sequence.
motorcycle, bro. Even in the movies, it's just cool.
Yeah. I have
Off a
always
log.
really. That's dope. I've always really liked the Wolverine character because he's such a
too.
like a contrarian kind of asshole, you know?
He's an anti-hero. He's not
He-
really like
Yeah,
like,
100%.
he's like in that
the guy that
Deadpool
rolls his
tier.
eyes and is like, I guess I'll save everybody.
Yes, I guess so. Okay, Charles, I will help.
And there's actually one of my favorite cameo he's ever done was in the Avengers, where they go to ask him, and homie just walks up to him at the bar and he just goes, fuck off. That's it.
Yes.
That's his whole line. They brought in a whole Hugh Jackman just to tell the dude to fuck off.
Just to say that.
I'm into it. Yeah, I love that. You know, it's I haven't actually watched all this footage yet, and I'm really glad that we're getting to see this because this is kind of selling me on this game.
Dude, like this looks cool.
Get up. There you go. You got it, Logan. I'm not a Spider-Man fan, okay? Like as a character, it's fine.
Oh
he's a fine superhero. I don't resonate with Spider-Man in any way for some reason. It's just like kind of weak, the character itself or the superhero and its powers. Spider-Man's, mid. Wolverine, on the other hand, is awesome. He's cool, Spider-Man's not cool. Spider-Man's a kid who's learning his way through the superhero life. Wolverine has seen some shit. Okay.
It's like 300 years old.
Yeah. I mean, if you take the canon of what movie was that? Was it just called Wolverine?
X-Men, it was like X-Men Origins or
Origins.
Where you see him, he fights in like the Civil War, then World War I, World War II.
The
Vietnam.
opening sequence has all that stuff. And
yes.
That movie's not good, but it's still popcorn worthy enough to check it out.
Has Ryan Reynolds in it too.
Yeah.
It's crazy how stacked that movie was. Looking back on it, that movie was stacked.
It truly it was. We're getting out to the end of our trailer here. We'll switch back over to the cams. Dude, that trailer looks fire.
Dude, like I'm hyped to play that. Like I
am too. Damn.
Like it's unfortunate because like with it really does bother me seeing $70 on games, but it's like, hey, I want to play Wolverine. You know what I mean? So it's like I did the same thing with
smoke come down.
Yes, bro, and it's over, right? Because even with Battlefield, I wanted to play Battlefield, so I paid $70 to play Battlefield.
Yep.
And man, but I will say, to our point, is that it is the best bang for your buck entertainment you can get. Because like Red Dead is an example. I bought that. I think I bought it on sale for like $50 something, and I got like 60, 70 hours out of the game. And same for, I'm assuming with Wolverine, I'm really interested to see where that game goes, because what Insomniac did with Spider-Man, there was so much to do in that game. Like even if
a lot of stuff.
once you finish it, like there's so much to do just on the map and I don't recall offhand if this Wolverine game is going to be open world or not.
It is not.
It is not. Okay.
I was thinking I was tracking late. Excuse me. I was picking up what you were putting down there.
Nice.
I read that today on Twitter. They said, well, the Wolverine game is actually it's almost scripted story that they drive you through a Wolverine story with, you've got, maps and levels that you can get through, but it's not
Nice.
an open world game. And I'm here for that.
Yeah,
I
same.
am too. I am.
You know
too.
why I didn't play Spider-Man? It's an open world game. I don't have time for that anymore.
Well, is that like, okay, no, because I feel that like y'all just, every game that I've played or bought or something recently is like all open world, and it's not like, hey, you're gonna go right here and then you're gonna go right here and you're gonna do this objective and then that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, don't go do other things. Like, stop. Like, maybe like, I don't know, search for a little hidden treasure thing along the way, but like you're in a funnel. You're not going to wander around.
It's linear.
Yeah.
Linear. There you go. That's the word.
I feel like a lot of older games used to be that way, probably for like performance reasons,
technical reasons.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, we can make these huge vast worlds. Things like Elder Scrolls came out and we're like making these huge worlds, or Fallout games, and people were like, oh man, that's amazing. And then technology caught up and we can all render this stuff super easily, and then they just started spamming it, dude. And then every game is just open world concept. It's an RPG with open world. Like, every RPG game doesn't have to be open world. Holy crap. Like, we can do linear games. Like Dragon's
100%.
Dogma, as an example, I think is still an amazing game. I think that game was so heavy story driven, like it had a lot of good content there that they could have drawn from and made it way more linear instead of so broad and leaving you to just roam around the world. You could just make it more linear and then you can get through the dang game. Like, that's the problem with the open world stuff. It's why I haven't finished The Witcher.
Yes. It's one of the fatigues that happens. When it comes to open world games, that's cool that you can do that.
It's awesome. Cool.
You see that mountain? You can go there. Oh,
You
I don't
can go
want
there.
to go there. Like, I want to do the story.
I want to wind up there at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I
take
need
me
you to
there.
have take me there.
Yeah.
To,
Yeah.
I mean, because bro, you just get like, you wander. You can you wander, bro. Like, in playing Cyberpunk, I mean, and even in just those open world games like that, you can get you can start splitting hairs.
Dude,
so
for
hard
sure.
that it's like you can spend hour, 2 hours, 3 hours and not even progress through the main storyline.
Yeah, that's what I had to do in Cyberpunk to actually beat it, is I had to forsake everything else except the main storyline at one point, because I was kind of getting to that point in games that I get to where you get fatigued of the game, and so you end up like not completing it. And I was like, no, I will not do this again. I want to beat this game really badly. And so I just had to say, okay, stop with the side story quests because they were so dang good themselves, and just lock in and do the main story. Finish it. You don't have to be a god to continue going down the main storyline. And that's kind of like what I always end up wanting, or like that's what I end up doing in games like that, is you go do all the side quests and then you do the main story because you don't want to miss anything. And then you're like probably way too strong for the main story. And then it kind of ruins it like in the end because you're too strong.
It's free.
Yep. Then it's free.
Yep.
You're right.
And it's free. Yeah, I'm hyped that it's not. I'm hyped that it's not open world. That's actually really exciting.
Same.
I love like something about a good level. You know what I mean? Something about a good arena.
Let me get back to saying, after this level, I'll get off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
mom, after I beat this level, like,
Yes.
John, showing us that trailer was actually the 2-punch that I needed in the 1-2 combo. The first one was actually it's a linear game, because I thought, okay, cool. My wife will really enjoy this because I'll play it on PlayStation and I'll put it on the big TV and I'll just go through. I'll set it on normal or easy and just get a cool Wolverine story. She's really into Marvel, so perfect. I don't have to fart around in an open world and then lose interest and then play half a game, and then she's over there going like, where's the rest of the story? And I cannot blame her for that. She has no idea if we're ever going to find Siri, you know?
Yeah.
She has no idea. And
Yeah,
neither do
what
I. And
happened?
frankly, at this point, I can't care. You can't force me to care. I wish I could, because Geralt is a sick character. Okay. That whole game, we say this a lot. We don't have to beat this horse. This horse been dead in the corner for a while now. But man, I wish I could go back and just really sink my teeth into it.
Okay. Nathan, you do care. That
right.
story is actually fire, bro. That story is nuts.
Every side quest was fire too. They were all good.
The lore behind Siri is deep, bro.
Okay.
It is so good. Yeah, in particular, you do care about her. She's peak. She's so peak.
And that's why she's the main character of the next Witcher game.
Bro. Yes.
We got our Witcher 1, 2, and 3 with Geralt. Hey, you know what they need to do? I know they're doing Witcher 3, 4, 5, and 6 or whatever that's on their roadmap. What they need to do is take a pause or carve out a little piece of their team to take the engine of the Witcher 3 and plug in the elements of Witcher 1 and 2 and give us the full breadth of the story, all 6 parts in the same-ish kind of look, feel, and vibe. Because if you have ever played Witcher 1 or Witcher 2, Witcher 2 is not terrible, but Witcher 1 suffers from old game that hadn't figured out all of the modern video game trappings that make quality of life great.
Yeah, I think they're remaking 1.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's a part of the. Yeah, I think. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't want to lie. I thought
Jamie, look that shit up, Jamie.
I thought that was a part of the roadmap that they were like. One of the games that they're doing is a remake of the first Witcher. I thought maybe I could be wrong. Let's
see what Jamie can pull up here real quick. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. CD Projekt Red has officially announced a remake of The Witcher 1, but there's no official announcement for The Witcher 2. So that's good. Frankly, The Witcher 2 is fine. It's not The Witcher 3. It doesn't look like that. Obviously, it's an older game than that.
Yeah.
It's actually got a sick title. The subtitle of it is Assassins of Kings. I think that's cool.
It's a cool name.
But
pretty cool.
It plays pretty good. I own it. I installed it and played around with it a little bit. It plays fine. Witcher 3 obviously is going to have a lot more modern stuff built into it, and if they get to it, cool. But Witcher 1 needs help. It needs that remake.
I've heard that. I haven't actually ever opened the game, but I have heard horrible things about that game, and
it's just quality of life is subpar is really what it winds up being. Story's cool, I understand, but I just can't. I bought a couple of games for like 86 cents each. They're called Witch Haven and Witch Haven 2, and I wish those games were good because they're like ambitious as hell for what they were at the time. They do not play good at all. They play like garbage, garbo by today's standards. But hey, they were trying something, and I have a fondness,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a fondness for developers over the years, over the decades, having attempted things and failed. That's okay. It's fine. I might not love your game, but you're going somewhere with it. And without X, Y, or Z, we couldn't have gotten to, where we are in a modern video game sense. Because sometimes you have to try a whole bunch of bad things, and then you find the good thing. You're like, yes, that's how you do it.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if y'all were old enough for this, but back in the day when GoldenEye was a thing, we were playing James Bond. We had a stick in the middle of the 64 and some C buttons that were like up, down, left, and right. And I remember playing that game, and people hated it when I would play multiplayer because I would always have to wait, give me a second, guys. I'd have to go into the controls. Sorry, I need some nose spray. I'm dying over here. I'd have to go into the controls and change the control set to 1.2 honey. And that 1.2 honey layout was you move forward and backward and strafe left and right with the C buttons, and then you look with just the stick. So I was playing against people that were moving with the stick and using the C buttons to slowly look up or slowly look down or slowly strafe. And turns out you can aim a hell of a lot better with the analog stick. You can just snap to it. And I remember an article coming out. This was, I can't remember who wrote this, but it's infamous now. When Halo came out and you moved with the left stick and looked with the right stick, somebody wrote an article in which they were like, I don't know who did this control scheme, but it's dog shit. And I don't know who would play games like this. Turns out it's the exact way to do it. Every single first-person game forever from that point. Halo set the bar for that. That's one of the legendary hallmarks of the Halo series, is that Halo 1 first did the control scheme like that. And it's we're all better off for it.
Yeah.
All this is to say, it's cool that devs try things sometimes.
Yeah, you have to. You have to put your neck out there sometimes, and it'll fail. And sometimes it'll be a banger.
Yep. 1000%.
Love that shit.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to learn that CD Projekt Red is going to be doing a Witcher 1 remake. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was hyped when I heard that, because that is the only reason I haven't played the first one, is because I won't play a game. I just don't want to waste my time like playing a horrible experience. Even if the story is good, I would rather watch a video, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Speaking of videos, there's a new there's a new thing. This is God of War. Kind of. Here, I'll move it further along in the little. This is a 20-minute reveal trailer. There's our goddess of war. She just woke up from the dead. This is, I don't know how to pronounce this. Lofay? Faye, she goes by. If you've seen True Blood, you'll recognize this actress here.
I was about to say, she looks very familiar.
Yeah, she is the redhead vampire youth that gets turned at some point in True Blood. Forget her name. Something. Deborah Ann Wool. There it is. What do you guys think about? Have you looked into any of this stuff yet?
Yeah. I haven't looked, but I saw a quote, I think, from Asmund. He goes, "No one wants to play a 40-year-old like middle-aged woman," or something like that, like an averaged for. And I was like, wow, okay,
a lot of opinions floating around.
A lot of opinion. That was a strong statement.
Gold, bro.
That was a strong statement, dude.
That is, so there's like a pentagon of statements going on.
There's a lot going around. There's a lot going around.
So, okay, I'm about to go off on something here, and it's gonna have it might wind up being incoherent, but I'm gonna make you guys listen to it anyway.
Let's go.
One here. Okay, let me just go ahead and start off. This is the hot take that I was gonna get into. I don't care about this game even a little bit. I also do not care about God of War or God of War Ragnarok. They are completely and utterly uninteresting to me. Sorry. That's my hot take.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
I know. People love Kratos. I miss God of War 1, 2, and 3. I like a more action-driven game. That's just how I am. We just got done talking about open world fatigue.
Yep.
I wouldn't necessarily call these open world per se. They're very much linear. They drive you through the story. However, they're long-winded, and I don't know. It's just not my bag. What I can recognize is that God of War and God of War Ragnarok are excellent. They are excellent iterations of something new in that series, because maybe I didn't need a God of War 4. That's okay. I'm okay with moving on. There's literally 8,000 new games on Steam every year, basically. There's going to be something new for me to check out. I don't need to hang out on the same series over and over and over. That said, this is called God of War as a mainline title, and we're not playing as Kratos. Obviously, I just said I don't care about this game. I don't care about the original 2. However, the title usage here kind of bugs me a little bit. If we're going to expect to play a God of War game, why are we playing as not God of War? That's my question. Could this not have been LaFay, a God of War story? Or its own titled series. It's semantics, I know, but
No,
I
but
feel like
it should have been.
I think so. I think it
It
should have
having
been.
it having God of War in the name set it up for failure before it could even
It's
walk.
misleading.
Yeah, like
is
I
what
don't
it
I
is.
don't know who in their right mind thought that was a good idea in that boardroom. Stupid suits. Um, just
Or
they
bad
just don't get
writers,
it.
one of the two.
They just don't get it.
Also, this
Mm.
is probably going to ruffle some feathers, but the primary target audience for most games is men. Not and I'm about to touch on something and I don't want to be misconstrued. Playing as a woman is not the issue. That's never been the issue. And people who say that this crowd on Twitter is mad about playing as a woman or lamenting, "Oh, finally we get a game about a woman." That's intentionally misunderstanding the argument here. The trappings around this are going to turn some dudes off. Not because we're playing as a woman, but did you see the little cutesy character running around?
Yes.
That is not badass. And some dudes a lot of dudes just want to play badass shit. Okay. And invariably we're going to have cutesy animals to talk to. We're going to have probably long-winded cutscenes that nobody's wanting or needing. And then there is another element of the writing in this game that I think is my generation's fault. And I'm so sorry on behalf of all of late stage millennials.
Millennial story.
It is, let me see if I can find it. There it is. Look at this. Please, somebody explain to me this.
Yeah.
Who
Yes.
Who thought writing a sentient cube of jelly into this game was a good idea?
Voiced by Jack Quaid, by the way, of The Boys.
And mocapped as a box. Mocapping this box. And then let me ice this cake for you. Its name is Phranque. In this Elysium painted, crusted, like amalgamation of all kinds of mythologies type world.
Phranque.
Phranque.
Oh, you're not cool because you spelled it that way. You know what I mean? Come on.
It's so sarcastic.
Guys, it's so bad.
It's bad. And then I know why Phranque exists, because he's going to partner up with Faye here, run around and make stupid quips like, "Well, that happened," or, "Oh, they're right behind me, aren't they?" They're going to make dumbass millennial, like, "Make sure you don't take this too seriously" comments, because God forbid we have something that takes itself seriously. I just, oh God, I hate it so much. I'm so over the claptrap. You guys know claptrap?
I
Borderlands.
hate claptrap, and it's
hate
why
claptrap
I never finished Borderlands, because the entire time I was trying to play Borderlands, I wanted to go through my screen and utterly dismantle and destroy claptrap.
He's the worst.
Trap, dude.
I hated Yap Trap.
Yep. There's a really great famous Steam review of Borderlands 4, and it says, "Go to this folder, go delete this set of files," and it lists them all out. Hey, there's Kratos. He's a in her mind, or talking from the dead or whatever. Yeah, there he goes. He's gone now.
Actually, a really cool moment behind that moment.
That was cinematically neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You have to delete this set of files within the Borderlands folder, and what it does is it removes all dialogue from the game so you can actually play it.
Yep.
But yeah, there is a lot wrong going on with how this game is being handled. If this were going to be a spin-off, it should have been 1 to 2 years after. They should have commissioned a team to make it. There's Phranque with his.
There's the cube.
I hate it. They should have commissioned a team to start this game in the middle of Ragnarok, or just before it had been released, and done something like this as like a build-up to a different series.
The stupid Square.
It's awful.
Yeah,
it's
like
lazy.
what? This is no, it is like, this is so weird,
dude. So I have a lot to say about this.
Okay, I said enough. I went on my ramble here, and by the way, I want to be clear. It's not about being a woman. In fact, one of my top 5 games of all time is a woman main character, Control. I think Control. I'm getting goosebumps just
Control
thinking
is
about
so
Control.
peak.
It's freaking awesome. And
Yeah,
Jessie
no, like
Faden is a badass character.
yes,
She's
she's
great.
so cool. And it's like
Mm.
even the whole woman argument doesn't matter because look at Tomb Raider. Anyway,
Exactly. And Samus
yeah, like,
Aran and every
like
other
this
awesome
Sam, yeah,
female
like
lead.
just stop it, like just stop
Yeah.
it.
Stop
But
stop intentionally misunderstanding the issue here.
like that's
And
not the point.
yeah.
It's not the
Okay.
point.
I
But
think I got it all out. Go ahead, John. What do you have to say? What's your
man, it's
thoughts on
just
this?
like so I played God of War 3 remastered on my PS4, and it was peak gaming. It was super cool, really, really peak game. And going into God of War 2018 when that came out, it was really cool seeing because the game was different because Kratos is different. That version of Kratos you see in God of War 3 doesn't exist anymore. The Kratos you meet in God of War is a matured Kratos that has experienced loss and grief and has grown in ways that were at one point not even thought he could. And it was really cool to see that character progression with his son, and then even in the second game in Ragnarok with his son, the game is much slower than what it was in God of War 3 because Kratos is now also much slower. And it was really cool to see how the way that you played the game changed with the way that Kratos was in the latter of the God of War games. And now, all of that said, who on earth thought it was a good idea to give this a God of War name? Because, like I said, you screwed the pooch from the start. Everyone is going to hate this. I can't play as Kratos. Why is it called God of War? And I think it's almost like a so there's everybody here's heard of the Ford Mustang, the vehicle, the car,
Yep.
right? Legendary vehicle, the Ford Mustang.
One of my favorites.
Yes, like everybody knows what a Ford Mustang is and what it looks like. Ford released a vehicle, an electric hybrid mid-size SUV, and named it the Mustang Mach E. And this feels like this same thing, but in like kind of video game format, where you have the Mustang that has a 5-liter V8 all American muscle horsepower, badass piece of machinery. And then you have an electric mom car that they slap the Mustang name on just because, just for whatever reason.
So
And I
applicable.
literally
Oh my God.
I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it in a video game, right? Where you've now put the name God of War on a game where you play with a cube, with the gelatinous homunculus of a cube that's sentient and gives you powers. And because what makes me mad is like all of that aside, I would have been interested to play as Kratos' wife. He loved this girl for, like her
Yeah.
dying messed this man up. Like it was pretty bad. Like he went through it. He loved this person. I would have been really interested to see who this was. Like this would have been a cool game without God of War or a cube in it, is my thoughts. I would have actually been intrigued to play it had it not been this. Had it been literally anything else. Oh, Kratos' dead wife in the underworld / spirit realm? That sounds interesting. Like if it was just that, I'd want to look at that. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool to me. But then, there's this weird chameleon thing. It's actually more of like a lizard, I guess, that is like weirdly cute, but it's a lizard. And then you have a cube. It's like exactly what you said. I'm sorry you said that because I didn't want to say it because you were a millennial, so I didn't want to like,
No,
but it is
please.
so millennial coded. It's nuts. It
It's
is
so insane.
insane. Like they got the blue haired and the
Millennial
green haired
code.
ladies in one room together, and we're like, how can we make the yassification of God of War and make it? I don't know. Like I
Nail on
don't
the
know
head.
what they're I don't
Nail on the
know what
head.
they're trying to do. Like I genuinely don't know how like you can look back on like previous game launches that utterly failed and then think that this is the one. Guys, this is the one.
This is the one that's going to do it.
This is gonna bring in the big dollars right here. This is it, guys. We need to release this. This is what we need to work on right now. Is this right here? Let's get Jack Quaid on from The Boys to voice a cube. A Jello
Let's get him
cube.
to. Let's get him to. Let's get him to mocap this box.
Dude.
You totally
Yeah.
don't need to
You know,
mocap a box.
I feel like they really because okay, I can
Let me show
say
you guys something as well.
the name like probably I don't have too many ties to the God of War series, to be fair, but the name doesn't bother me like hardly at all. I don't think that's my problem. When I saw the cube, that pissed me off. Like I did not know that was in the
Bro.
game. Like I knew there was a lot of controversy around the game, but like and I saw like a lot about like I don't know, the main character being whatever. I saw some other things like that, but that cube, I think the best word that we put was lazy, because it's like a misfit into the universe. There's nothing in that universe that says, hey, we should have a cube be something. Like that doesn't make any like it's not, there's no continuity with the rest of the world. You just stuck something in the world that doesn't even belong.
What if we add a cube?
So
you know,
this,
like somebody said that and they went with it.
so
that's
this,
hilarious.
that's so random, spork. So like this game right here, I hate that shit so much. This right here, I can't tell the difference between this and what we were just seeing. This is Forspoken. This game bombed so bad. Nobody played it. I bet you guys have never even heard of it. But that's exactly what this game is. It's like a reskinned Forspoken with a silly lizard and a silly cube. And let's make sure we don't get too deep into things. We got to keep it
cube friend.
Little cube friend. Oh, and its name is Phranque.
It's
Phranque.
Phranque the cube.
Phranque,
guys, it's Phranque the cube.
Guys, isn't that so funny? It's so
Guys, it's
funny. The
Phranque.
cube. It's Phranque.
It's
Oh
Phranque.
God, where's my
It's
rope?
crashing out.
Dude,
I need
Dude,
6
I
feet
mean,
of rope and a
pisses
beam
me off, bro.
above
It's
my head right
stupid.
about now. God,
Man,
it's so dumb.
dude. I know the kind of people that are gonna like that game. I know who they are. I know how they look like. I know how they walk. I know who they are. Like the people that are gonna like that game. I know them.
1,000%. So there's two ways they could have done this correctly. One way you've already stated was to make it LaFay its own game.
This
If
is
they
its
had
own
simply
game, bro.
boom, LaFay, I would have asked, what is that? And then every God of War fan would have said, that's Kratos' wife. That's a new game.
That's Kratos' wife. Yeah.
How did you not know that?
You don't know who that is?
Delete the lizard.
Yeah. Get
Delete
out of
the
it.
cube. Delete the cube. And I don't know if you guys saw that fight we were watching just now, but she's fighting this like snarling beast, and it's a tough fight. And all of a sudden, you see I come into frame. This cube just go bonk.
Yes.
It's so random. It's so funny. Frank hit him with the cube.
Oh my gosh, guys, Phranque.
Frank is
Dude,
helping.
Ooh, and I would honestly argue that them putting a God of War on that game shows that they didn't have the confidence or the balls to make their own unique God of War story and had to add this onto it just to get people to look at it. Just to get people to even look over at it to see what it is. Like they didn't have even any confidence in their character to make it stand alone in that universe. They had to add
100%.
the existing character, the title to it, just to get people to look at it. Like we're solely talking about it in the way we're talking about it because it has God of War in it.
Coattails. That's all they.
Like,
that's all they
They
can
didn't even
do
have
with
the
this.
confidence in it to make it its own thing. It's like, we gotta have God of War in there. We have to.
Yep. I mean, why do they keep doing this? I don't have a problem with games that can stand on their own and do their own thing and have the balls and confidence to do it. But time and time again, we see these XYZ IP. It's got its own characters, its own story, its own thing. And then they have to be like, oh, but what if we're playing this other character? What about that? How about no? How about I don't want to play as that? Give me another Nathan Drake adventure. Or better yet, actually, Tomb Raider and Uncharted, they're kind of the same game. And that's okay because they're two totally separate things. Uncharted does this shit over here. Tomb Raider does this shit over here. It's fine.
And they're both kind of peak.
They're kind of awesome. I remember I played through the first Tomb Raider like reboot when it first came out. I couldn't put it down actually. I was like, "Oh, this is really good."
I played the crap out of Rise of the Tomb Raider and Uncharted 4.
Yeah, they're awesome games. They're good adventure. They stand on their own 2 feet. But man, you know what they didn't have in them? Goofy cubes.
Yeah, I needed a cube in that, bro.
Yeah,
but it was missing his claptrap yapping.
Dude, I really wish I could kill Claptrap, man. I really do. I hate him.
Okay, we're going over to the thing. Make sure
that was actually so good. That actually sounds exactly like Claptrap. Please don't do that.
I'm leaking a bunch of oil right now.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Oh
Trigger
God,
warning.
Claptrap sucks so much.
I hate him.
Okay, so there's only been one video game that I actually enjoyed Claptrap in, and it is a poker game called Poker Night. What is it called? Poker Night 2, and it's Claptrap, Ash from Army of Darkness, Sam and Max, and GLaDOS from Portal, and you're playing poker with them at a Texas Hold'em table. So like the dumb dialogue is welcome there. It's fine. I know what I signed up for. But in Borderlands, I didn't sign up for Claptrap to give me mission diatribes that have all these funny, goofy ways to say stuff. Just highlight the thing and tell me go turn on Switch.
Stop it, bro.
Quit.
Just stop.
Yeah, I genuinely, when I played, I think it was Borderlands 3, or I started playing Borderlands 3, I never completed it because it like the dialogue pissed me off. It was like, okay, you guys, not everything needs to be a quick, funny joke. Like,
yeah,
like the writing was like the scripting was so bad in the voice lines. I didn't want to hear it. It was like, that is just like, can we just do like the normal, like just please stop. Like it's bad. It's so bad.
Sir, please stop of the year. Please, no more millennial dialogue.
Yeah.
Please. Okay, so there's also I'll pivot over to TV real quick. There's this show called, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, called Star Trek.
Yes.
Oh no, what is that?
Sorry, I'll catch you up another time. It's a really long story, but anyway, Star Trek,
it, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Star Trek.
Bear?
Yeah, is that the one with the teddy bears on the planet? Hey, Ewoks are like, you're pushing it, guys. Okay, when Return of the Jedi came out and the Ewoks were shoved in there, it was like, okay, guys, you're towing the line here.
Yeah,
be careful.
Yeah,
you're gonna set off a chain reaction, and now we have cubes in games.
Yeah,
that don't belong in cube. Like,
you know
what cubes belong?
That was George's fault. The Ewoks.
Thanks, Mr. Lucas. We appreciate it.
Effect.
No. It was not the Ewoks' fault, bro. Leave the Ewoks alone.
We'll leave the Ewoks alone. They're fine. They smash an AT-ST with 2 logs.
And Ewoks are kind of scary, bro.
Dude, they're creepy looking, right?
Yeah. But
okay, so cubes belong in. I forgot what I was saying. That was peak humor right there. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, the other issue I have with this God of War game is that everything John said packaged up is a problem, even more so because of the timeline that we're looking at here. Yeah. Okay, so when did Ragnarok come out? 2021, roughly?
Something like that, 22,
something
maybe?
like that. Yeah. So it's been 3 years at least, probably 4. And but God of War fans loved the first one. They loved Ragnarok. People enjoyed those games, and they loved where Kratos' story is going. I understand the end of Ragnarok kind of seals it up a little bit. But they're going to make another one. I mean, they haven't stopped making fucking Assassin's Creed games. So they're going to make another God of War game, right? We're looking forward to that. Well, 4 years later, they drop this in our laps. So we have to play as this totally not God of War character with a gelatinous, obnoxious cube. millennial dialogue. I'm getting back to Star Trek. I'll come back to that in just a minute. And it's a mainline story game. It's not a spin-off. They're not working on God of War 4 or whatever it is now, or 3 in that series. So in addition to already having waited 3 years for a new God of War game, we don't get God of War game inside God of War package. And the fans also have to wait another 3 to 4 to 5 years for their next God of War fix. The pipeline on it is bad. You know, the God of War fans were looking for God of War games on a pretty routine schedule. Maybe it takes a year or two up or down, but we know Kratos is going to show up and we get to be badass, throw axes, yell at boy, and do stuff. But now that timeline gets doubled because we're wasting our time playing LaFay, which people didn't.
Cube.
People would, but Cube. You're right.
But Cube. Get countered. Cube.
You countered me. What am I going to say to that? But Cube.
So ridiculous, bro.
It's so random. The thing I was saying about Star Trek
triggers me every time you say that. It's so random. Like, makes me so mad.
It has jiggle physics, bro. It has jiggle physics. It's a cube with jiggle physics.
Look, jiggle physics belong in Dead or Alive games. That's all I'm saying.
Tomb Raider, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Hey-o. So millennial dialogue, I'll go on a quick tangent and then maybe I can stop killing this subject. Star Trek has a long storied history of it's a space military. Okay. The way they speak is very adult and formal and has a certain cadence to it that for 50 years, Star Trek fans, more than that, 60, they're used to a specific cadence. And you know what? They like it that way. That's what they like about it, is this formality, this exploration of stories of, well, that's a conundrum. How would a captain deal with this scenario in which I sent somebody down to a planet to check, but oops, they found them and now he's a god to them. How do we deal with this primitive society dealing with this spacefaring peoples? Like, it's heavy subjects like that in Star Trek, and that's what makes Gene Roddenberry's creation great. And then the blue hairs got a hold of it and said, yeah, well, what if we have Data, but it's like a girl, and also she's really stupid and does dumb things like swallows her communicator? What are you talking about? Your Android device person, sentient human robot, swallowed their communicator? Stop it. Stop. I've had enough of it. We're all sick of it. And you know what happened to that show? It got canceled. Season 2. They did that and then they canceled it. Thank God. So over that nonsense. But yeah. So there you go. I'm glad.
I hate it.
I'm kind of glad we're all on the same page here.
Stupid.
Frankly, I would have liked to maybe hear the other side of the argument, but I don't know what that side of the argument is.
Make it.
I was okay. Look,
I that argument for you.
Look, I was going to come into this and be the other side, and then I saw the cube.
You can't, dude. Like
I saw the cube.
The cube counters all, bro. The cube counters all.
But cube, it rips you out of the game. It rips you out of the game. It's like Claptrap. You're in the game. You're in the Borderlands world, and shit is going down in that world. Like, world is going to end. Like, they're looking to destroy planets, dude. And then Claptrap's yap, and you're like, dude, shut the like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I guess they just destroyed Mercury. Guess we're all gonna die now.
Like, way to just rip it out. Like, just you just ruined the whole moment.
Dude, it is crazy how, like, seeing the cube, just like what it did to my mind, like the first time I watched that, like what it did, like I had such a reaction of like, you know, like,
physical.
What game is this right now, bro? Like, what am I looking at?
When I first saw the cube, it wasn't a video. When I saw the cube, I saw I think it was just a screenshot of Faye staring at this cube with the sword in it, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Like they have this box and it's got this sword. Like I imagined a thing.
Yeah,
and then
okay, that's what I thought too. As soon as I first saw that scene as the video was playing,
and then it started talking and
And it was
moving
gonna
and
talk.
jiggle physicsing all around.
wiggled all around.
It
You're
has
telling
a
me that
voice.
sword belonged to? Oh my God! Stop.
No,
It has a voice, bro.
Oh, holy cow! What,
Dude,
what,
like
what are we even doing here?
Like
Everybody,
the cube
don't-
is so like
Don't play that game. Just play Mina the Hollower instead, please. Okay, give these smaller devs some of your money.
Yeah,
For
big old
less
corpos
than-
need to feel this one.
For less than half of what you're going to pay playing LaFay, you can play Mina the Hollower for probably as many hours, maybe more, and still get a sick story out of it.
right.
Still feel accomplished. Man, there is another game. There's some actually in light of all of these terrible fantasy style games. I don't know if you guys are Dragon Age fans, but Veilguard came out and people hate that game for almost the exact same reasons, like stupid story, stupid writing, dumb quippy shit thrown in there, like where it doesn't need to be. It's terrible. Yeah, Hollow Attorney says, yeah, I'm gonna be skipping this one. It's the sentiment all the way around. Everybody's going to. I don't want any games to fail, but they're making it really difficult to succeed. They're making it hard on themselves, don't you think?
Dude, yeah, like cube diff, like cube.
But cubes
That
belong in
can't be, like,
in two games. Portal 1,
Yes.
Portal 2.
That's it.
And you know what the companion cube does? Nothing. It has a heart on it.
Doesn't talk.
It doesn't talk. You just set the cube where it's supposed to be.
Man, dude, and what makes me mad is like I know, like obviously in, there's some conference room, some boardroom, a writer's room, whatever the case may be. I know there were better ideas. That's what I think about it. Is you can't tell me there weren't better ideas in that room. You know what I mean? Like people that worked on some of the previous God of War are still there. It's like, how did that win? Like cube diff, like it just like how did that come out of there? How did that come out of that writer's room?
Who greenlit this? They deserve a slap.
Cube diff, bro.
In light of all of these fantasy games that are coming out that are like subpar, there are some smaller studios that have put out some really great stuff. There's one called there's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You guys have heard of that, I assume, probably floating around somewhere. It's very much in the vein of RPGs, and it's a straight up high fantasy that takes itself seriously. There's another one from a smaller studio that's not out yet called Knight's Path, and it's very straight-laced. Be a knight, romance a lady, go save the world, take itself seriously kind of fantasy. There's a lot of smaller studios that are doing stuff these days, and I'm here for that, because if the big studios are going to put out garbage slop like this and expect players to love it, expect the existing fan base, it's like they're trying to manipulate the fan base into liking something that they might have liked, but because you're forcing it on them, they're already, no, I don't want it. It's like trying to tell an American what to do. Nope. Just because you told me to, I'm not going to now.
How about no?
Specifically because you asked. Nah.
Yeah, you told me to go do this, and I'm going to stand right here now. I'm not going to spend the money on it. And they're just shooting themselves in the foot. But I'm also here for the other games that are what, $40, $30, that have just as much, if not more, gameplay, that take themselves seriously in a way that a lot of I speak from my perspective, but a lot of male players are looking for. Like, why do you think men think about the Roman Empire? Because it took itself seriously, and it's about like power. There were no cubes in the Roman Empire. There were no talking gelatinous cubes. and that shit's cool. It's cool. We want cool stuff. You know what makes Doom awesome? Not cubes. You shoot things and you're a badass. It's a power fantasy. It's awesome. I'm just flabbergasted by Phranque the Cube. It's so random. Oh my God.
Phranque the Cube.
It's here to stay.
All right. I mean, it's here. I'm sure we're gonna see some like gameplay footage that'll come out. People are gonna buy it. I don't think that people
Yeah.
are gonna buy it in mass numbers that they want them to. And we're probably gonna get some like retconned history of it all at some point. Oh well, actually, it was good. Was it?
Multiverse.
Yeah. They the
Man,
Mandela effect.
Yeah, and like one thing with this is like one thing I've been telling a lot of people is like, bro, go back. Like there's Peak that came out years ago, months ago, or the case may be. Like there's a millions of games that you can go back and play in this current era of like cube slop, where you can find Peak just out there, just
Cube
waiting,
swap.
and it's gonna be on sale. It's you're gonna pay. You can get Peak for less than $20
100%.
and be just as entertained.
This is the type of game that makes me go like, okay, Skyrim might have been onto something, right?
Whoa,
You know,
Whoa.
whoa!
Hey, don't say that.
there's no dumbass stuff in Skyrim, really, like that I have ever really encountered. Maybe there is a silly quest once or twice where it's like some crazy guy's like, I've lost my cabbages. I know that's from Avatar, but just go with me. And you go and help the guy find his cabbages, and then he's all set, and then he gives you some sword. He's like, my family handed this down. You can have it. I don't have a use for chopping cabbages with this thing. And then it's like, Greybeard's epic blade level 96 sword. Just because you hit the cabbage guy out.
Yep. Yes. That's okay. But don't make him your companion the entire game.
Tainted Grail. That's the name of the game I was trying to think of a moment ago. The Fall of Avalon is the subtitle. Tainted Grail. It's very much, it's first person, so it kind of looks like Skyrim, but it's got a lot of crazy looking trappings in it. I'll pull it up another time. But anyway, if you want peak fantasy, John, you're right. Go back and look outward.
Yeah.
Stop focusing on the main game companies.
New.
Yeah, the new.
Yeah, like there's Peak out here.
Yes.
100%. Well, I think that's actually going to bring us pretty much to a close, unless you guys have any closing thoughts. Unless you want to shit on cubes any longer. I think we've done wrung that one out, huh?
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to talk about it. It's just straight up shut the cube down. Oh man, I was glad to get that out of our system, guys. Thank you very much.
That felt good.
Yeah, that was
cathartic.
I was just ranting. I can't lie.
You know what's cathartic? Being here with you guys every week on the Umbrella Fight podcast. What an absolute blast. Hollow Attorney, Regal Fire, thank you so much for being here. David, we missed you in the chat this week, brother. Come on back. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to pick up your phone, and I want you to call your mom, call your dad, call your brother, call your sister, call your family, call your friends. Because life is too damn short, especially with all these cubes floating around. Let's throw up some hearts in the windows here. We'll see you guys next Thursday, 9:30 Central. Love you guys very much. Be good. Bye.